When you pray the Lord's Prayer, what strikes you the most? What do you focus on? Is it the honoring of the holiness of God's name? Asking that the fullness of God's kingdom will be evident in the world? Praying that we might be nourished with daily bread, and no, this daily bread does not come from a package and it's not sliced and toasted. Is it perhaps that we might be as forgiving and merciful as God is to us? Or is it the daily path that we travel may not lead us into temptation, or worse, away from all that is centered on God? We all have our own particular focus when we pray. However, as the Lord points out in today's gospel, there is one specific aspect that must be the central focus, and that is forgiveness. This brief passage in Matthew's gospel finds the Lord referring to forgiveness 6 times. 6 times in this short passage. So a significant focal point for those who hear, listen, and understand. The key in the Lord's Prayer calls us to live in every circumstance and in every interaction we have with others, the forgiveness that we seek from God. Perhaps this is one area we may need to focus on in a season of hope and renewal. Granted, forgiveness is a tall order. So, forgiving everybody all the time? Start small. Start with the center, oneself, one's family. All too often, our families are the great verbal, spiritual, emotional punching bag, and they really don't deserve that. So, if we can love them, forgive them, be there for them, the rest of the world should be a piece of cake, because they know what buttons to push to set us off and vice versa. It's time to change perhaps our tactic and approach to daily living, especially in our spiritual lives. But what is clear is that we need to grow in greater holiness, as the Lord reminds us today. If we do not forgive the transgressions of others, neither will the Father forgive us our transgressions.